See? There's the race course that way. So we're gonna go over to the Hohokam Trail across the way here. Gotta cross over this dirt road. A lot of locals live out here. And then you gotta go through the gate. Go through the gate here. All the maps of the race course and then the Hohokam Trail. Hohokam Trail is about 3.2 miles, something like that. So I know about the first mile I gotta pedal uphill, so I won't film much then. And when I get to a high point, then it starts to go downhill for quite a ways, for about 2 miles then. Well, hello there, all you wonderful, beautiful trail monsters. Thank you for tuning in and watching the video. Of course, we are riding Hohokam Trail today, and we will match up the trail sounds with the video here in just a second. But if you would, hit that like button for me. This video has taken about 4 attempts to make because the area that I'm riding is always so windy, it's almost impossible to fly the drone. And I just happened to get lucky on this day, and you'll see why at the very end of the video. And hey, I know most of you are probably watching this video on a cell phone, but if you get a chance, watch it on at least a 4K monitor or TV. The video quality is just absolutely amazing with this drone. All right, one of the other issues I got to account for when filming with the drone is a sound check. 1, 2, 3. To get the sound from the GoPro to match up with the video footage of the drone, because the drone doesn't have sound. So the only way you get sound is if you record with another camera like the GoPro, but you got to get it to match up. So when you're doing editing, you have to do stuff like left, right, kind of visual cues. Well, here, like, if you see it on the GoPro, you couldn't probably see it because I was waving at the drone, but if I do down, up, you know, I'm trying to match up the sound correctly with the video footage of the drone. So like I said, the drone doesn't have sound. So, advantages and disadvantages of flying the drone in positions. The front, if you have the drone in front of you, like I can see the drone right now, I can see Doug. So, I can see if maybe there's a potential for the drone to run into an obstacle. But from my experience and what a lot of other people say on YouTube, online, is the drone, when it's behind you, kind of flying forward for the drone, it does a better job of kind of obstacle avoidance detection as it's flying forward. So it's, you know, risk one way, risk the other way. So even if I see potentially the drone's going to crash into something, I might not have enough time to even adjust the controls down here. I could always stop. You know, the slower you go riding the bike, the more time that the drone has to adjust. When you're riding fast, it's flying fast. Oh, Blondie. There, we got some downhill action going on right here. You know, when it flattens out here a little bit, I'll drop the drone a little bit closer. Now check out the windmill, guys. Get a nice aerial shot. Cool. 48% battery life. 15%. We gotta start to think about landing it. This is a big wash right here. This is like the hardest part of the trail. Ooh, I do not like it flying that low. Get up there. Oh wow, that was really low. I always forget when you put, I gotta always remember that. All right, we're almost finished with the trail here. Oh, got some riders in front of me here. Down the trail. Get out of the way. How you guys doing?
You got somebody following you?
Yeah. They're always watching me.
Hey, if you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. You definitely deserve a cookie. And if you come out to an Old Pueblo MTB ride where I host, I will definitely give you that cookie. Just check out Old Pueblo MTB on Facebook and you'll see their schedule.
All right, here's the end of the trail here, or well, close to it. All right, here's about the beginning or the end of the trail, however you want to look at it. I'll get over to this side so you can see Hohokam.
Hey, as we're doing our epic video orbit right here, I want to mention if you ride all these trails together with Hohokam and the McKenzie race course in a loop, you can do 16 to 17 miles. It'll be a great day on the bike. I've done it before. I was exhausted afterwards. Just be prepared. It is very windy in this area most of the time.
All right, once you go through the cattle guard there, little entrance, another minute or two, you are back at the parking area at the railroad tracks, which is kind of hard to find if you don't know where it's at. It's a very kind of indiscreet parking area. Blondie had trouble finding it this morning. If you haven't really been here, it's kind of hard to find. Alright, so if you ever see it along these railroad tracks here, that's Agua Verde Street right here. So if you're coming off of Mars Station Road, like by Gabe Zimmerman Trailhead, you go down Agua Verde Road here, and then once you cross the railroad tracks, immediately you'll turn right. And right here's the parking area, right next to the railroad tracks. There's a dirt road right here, but kind of just discreet or kind of just like a nondescript parking area. But you can see the trail pretty good right here. Like I said, you hike up a minute and you'll see the Hohokam arch there.
Hey, one thing to mention here is when you're coming out to this trail, you're going to be turning onto dirt roads, either on the west end here off of Agua Verde Road, or on the east end, south Red Hill Ranch Road. They're both pretty well maintained road, although Red Hill Ranch does get pretty bumpy, so be prepared for that.
So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Usually would park right here and ride the whole trail. I would start riding eastbound uphill, and then I would ride westbound downhill to get that 6.5, 7 miles in of trail. But when I'm doing filming, I gotta kind of set it up, particularly with the wind out here in the month of April. I started on the other end because, you know, filming on the downhill is what everybody wants to see mostly. So I started earlier in the morning just to kind of beat the wind. But right now, like, I can't believe it. It's like around 9 o'clock and the wind is like calm as calm can be. Usually this time, the wind would be ripping through here at like 20 plus miles an hour. And you know, tomorrow the forecast shows like there's going to be winds of like 25 plus mile an hour out here. So.
All right, so I'm still at the parking area of Hohokam Trail, and I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Let me go over here so you can kind of see. So as you can see, this is about 30 minutes after I ended my ride here, just doing some filming and just messing around. And so you can see my shirt's blowing there. Yeah, now as you can hear, you can see my shirt blowing in the wind. You can see the brush blowing. You can probably hear the wind through the microphone camera there. So yeah, too windy to fly the drone. So like literally in that 30 minutes, the wind picked up out of nowhere. It was like 5 mile an hour wind max, and all of a sudden it just started gusting above like 20 mile an hour. So through the valley, it's gusting way more than 25. So not be able to fly the drone past 25 miles an hour. So it usually has to be pretty calm, like under 10 miles an hour to even have a chance, because like you get gusts. Anyway, so just want to show you guys just how quickly the wind picks up in the month of April in Tucson. So all right guys, see ya.